Okay, you guys, one more video before we get this day started. So, I want to talk about joint venturing. I had a really good conversation with a gentleman yesterday about joint venturing and how in multiple cases where he wanted to joint venture with other investors or wholesalers or whatever, that they didn't want to do it. And you know, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, why would somebody not want to do a joint venture, right? I mean, you cannot like the guy, you cannot like the deal, you know, maybe there's not enough meat on the bone, but apparently, you know, the meat on the bone wasn't the issue. You know, I don't know if it was egos or prides or whatever, right? But essentially, there's two instances this guy was talking about where people didn't, you know, want to do deals and work together and collaborate. And I'm really anti that, right? Like, if there's a chance for me to break bread with somebody, right? To like, for everybody to win, I'm for that, right? And, I mean, you know, there's obviously situations where it may not make sense, you know, but it does, my last video, risk, right? By partnering up with somebody on a deal, whether it be an investment property or a wholesale or a flip or whatever, right? A business, it reduces your risk by half. Well, supposed to, right? Or it could increase your risk depending on your partner. So risk, watch that video. But anyways, the whole point of this video is, you know, I'm actively trying to do more JV stuff, right? Like, I want more deals coming my way, right? I want more people to partner with. I want people that are willing to say, hey, you know, I see Brandon doing stuff. I'm willing to work with that guy, right? And I want to JV with other people too, right? Like, if I can get something where, you know, not necessarily where I just want to give away, you know, my profits, you know, for anything I do, whether it be, you know, cold calling or a deal or, you know, an investment property, right, that I'm looking at. But I mean, if there's a chance to partner up with somebody, right, and make it make sense, you know, let's say, you know, me and two other buddies that I know are offering on a property. Well, shoot, you know, let's just all, you know, let's make it work. And I don't want to sound like a monopoly or anything or whatever, but, you know, let's say, hey, two of us, you know, we agree not to raise our price. We'll let this one guy take it, and then, you know, let's split it, right? Or even pay us a small assignment for not, you know, raising you up, right? And, you know, when you're able to disposition it. Or, hey, you know, you lock it down, you put the earnest money down, and the other two guys will disposition it, and we all take a third, right? Like, you know, whatever. Just some way, somehow, just partner up with people. And I think that's a really, really good way to go if you're getting into the game, right? Like, if you're not, you know, if you don't have a bunch of your own leads, if you struggle with certain areas of like marketing or closing deals or whatever, right? Like, if there's a way for you to help someone else and say, hey, you know, I'll go walk the property and take the photos. Hey, I'll you know, help you find contractors, or hey, I'll help you with the junk out, right? Like, I mean, I see all day long, you know, people in my Facebook, they're like, oh, hey, you know, I need help with this junk out. Hey, I'm looking for a guy that does tree trimming. Hey, I'm looking for a guy that does flooring. You know what I mean? Like, be that guy, be a resource for people, and, you know, just say like, hey, if there's anything else I can do to help, let me know. I want to add value. I've read a lot of books, listened to a lot of audiobooks, and one of my favorite things that I've heard from Tony Robbins, you know, motivational speaker guy, is he said, you know, just add value to people, right? I mean, that's what Warren Buffett does, right? He's a value add investor. He's looking for value opportunities where he can, you know, get a deal, right? So there's all kinds of value. You can make value by being valuable. You can, you know, find deals that need value add, right? And be the value, right? Be the contractor, swing the hammer, do the junk out, find the deal, talk to the person, you know, get the lead, whatever. And there's so many different ways you can partner with people, all the way from the very beginning. Like, hey, you have a list of 10,000 people that you need to call. Let me help you with that. And if I'm able to get something, let's partner on it, right? and that's especially if you don't know what you're doing, right? Like if somebody came to me and said, hey Brandon, I'm gonna call all these people, can you give me a list, can you give me some advice, and if I find anything, help me lock it down, and let's both make some money. 100%, that sounds great. You're gonna take the time to learn, and you're gonna take the time to actually make the phone calls or do the door knocks or whatever. 100%, I'd love to JV with you, and I'd love to teach you throughout the whole process, and I'd make some money, you'd make some money, and we can keep doing that until you feel comfortable doing it by yourself. But I see people even far light years ahead of me that still JV with people, right? If it makes dollars, it makes sense, and sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes it doesn't make sense and it doesn't make dollars, but most of the time, if you can do that, do it, right? We're in a small community, like here's Portland, Oregon, right? And I know wherever you're at is a small community too, right? I'm not competing with people in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not competing with people in Michigan. I'm not competing with people in Texas, right? So there's enough to go around for everybody. And if you have that mindset and the mentality that you can be of value to people and be of service and support people in whatever way that they need at the time that they need it, I believe that it'll come full circle, right? Just be valuable to people and help where you can, when you can, right? So that was just, I don't know if that was inspirational or not. I just wanted to make some not political content for you guys. I'm sure everybody's sick of that stuff, so I'm glad that, we're hopefully past it. But other than that, you guys, I just wanted to, that's a really cool classic car right there. I just wanted to make a couple videos for you guys. I don't want to be slacking on that. Just let you guys know that I am out here, grinding and putting in the work and doing things, trying to help people, trying to add value, trying to assess risk, and all that other stuff. So I need to switch lanes here, and I'll catch you later.